Greetings all. It's Saturday, about 5 p.m, 20 degrees, and I've landed in the forest to kind of decompress really. Really busy week, crazy week. I've been all over London today, central London actually to be exact, and I nearly cancelled this at the last minute, but I just made myself get on the train. So I've just arrived back in one of my favourite spots, and it is almost unrecognisable. It's incredible what 3 months does. The last time I was here was with Day Tripper, Richard from Day Tripper, and it looked totally different. I even thought my What 3 Words app was wrong. I was that confused. It's just, as soon as kind of spring comes, summer comes, the whole place just changes. Okay, so the big news is I have a new tent, and this is the TFS Stars 2, which has been sent to me by camperlists to try out in this video. So TFS stands for the Free Spirits, and they are gathering momentum here on YouTube and in the camping space. I've noticed there's more people using them, trying them out, and I just wanted to see what it would be like as a potential wild camping tent, maybe a hiking tent, I don't know. This is literally first time out the bag. So the colour that I've gone for is the dark green. I would say it's a sort of forest green. TFS have it listed as holy green. This is a 2-person tent. Haven't been inside yet, so we'll see how much of a 2-person tent it is. And initial impressions, it looks rather nice, I have to say. The design is great. It pitches well. I've had a lot more success than I did with the last tent I tried out, which was the Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2. Similar shape, I suppose, except that we haven't got to worry about any kind of hood on the top there. It was pretty straightforward to put up. It was just 2 long poles in an X shape over the top, and then this little shorter pole that just kind of pulls out the sides. And if I just come around to this side here, you can kind of see what I mean. So it just kind of gives it a nice shape and a tautness as well. It was a little bit of an effort to kind of get those poles into their little holes, the little eyelets down the bottom. I had to kind of give it a little bit of force, but nothing too much to worry about. And I'm quite impressed. I don't normally talk about air vents or get that excited about air vents, but these here are some of the best air vents I've seen on a tent, because you've got a lot of space. My hand goes right under there, and this thing here is actually, it's actually not just a piece of material or cardboard. It is material, but there's a little, feels like a little metal pole inside it, so it's actually really sturdy, properly holds it up. So it'll be interesting to see how well that ventilation system works, and of course there's one on the other side as well. But I think that's a really nice touch. I feel like sometimes with some tent designs that is kind of overlooked and it's a bit of an afterthought, but as we know, those of us that camp all year round, we can get very hot in the summer. We can get condensation anytime really, can't we? But ventilation is key. So it's the TFS Stars 2, and it weighs in without the footprint, which I've got currently attached on the bottom, but without the footprint, we're looking at 1,915 grams. The fly sheet is a 15D ripstock nylon, and it is 2,000 millimeters hydrostatic head. I know the hydrostatic head purists are probably going to get a little bit worried about that, but I would say let's not worry too much. I think it's all part of making this tent as light as possible and using a lighter type of nylon. 2,000 millimeters is probably adequate for what I need it for. And it has got some guy lines pre-attached, so you don't have to put those on yourself. There are 4, I think. Yeah, there's one here on that side and 2 on the other side as well. I've not put them out today because it is dead still in the forest here. It's just hardly a puff of wind at all. I'll put the details of the poles on the screen. I think they're 8.5 millimeter, but I will just confirm that on the screen now. Okay. They've got pretty standard kind of storm flap on the outside there, and zip test. So far so good. Don't want to jinx it though. So we've got the option, haven't we, of having one door open, one door closed, so you could have a little vestibule area if needed, or you can actually just open it up and have both of them like that, which that's quite nice, especially in these kind of still humid conditions at the moment. Come inside. So apparently the bathtub inner is 5,000 millimeters hydrostatic head, and you can see under there I've got the footprint, and I'll put the price of the footprint and the price of the tent, its current price on camper lists, on the screen. The gappage, which I always like to keep a bit of an eye on, is good. This actually is lovely and taut. It really, I mean, it's got a little bit of give there, but that inner just sits, and it comes pre-attached, but that is sitting really nicely, I have to say. As you would imagine, it opens up on the other side as well, so you could have both doors completely open. In fact, I might try that in just a second. Let's have a look at what we've got facilities wise inside. So there is a zip just there. Oh, that's to the vents, isn't it? So you can open that up to get more air into those big vents that I showed you outside. In fact, I can feel the air coming in now. That's quite nice. And yeah, there's another one on that side as well. So you could shut it all up if you wanted to, or you can open it up, which I think I may do tonight because it's getting a little bit sticky. Got a little loop there for a light. The vestibule size out the back isn't too bad. I don't have a tape measure, so I can't do a daily outdoors style measure for you. And then we've got pocket wise, we've got corner pockets, one there, one on the other side, and we've got a corner pocket there, and we've got a corner pocket over there. I like that. So far so good. You just get a sense a bit of thought has gone into the design of this tent. That's my first impression. What do you think? Looks nice, doesn't it? Looks very nice. And a quick looky inside. Lovely and spacious, as you would imagine, for a two-person. So kind of got kit on this side, over in that corner there, usual way I kind of lay things out, and just getting a bit of ventilation over there at the head end. At the moment I could open that other one up, I suppose. I might do, we'll see how it goes. And in true Jim Bob's Adventures and Kit tradition, we're going to do a little look at the blending in rating, and there we are, just over there. you may have noticed my State Detective hat that came from the State Detective, and as if by magic I have a State Detective pouch tonight. Let's have a look at it. It is from the Ministry of Beef, meatballs and pasta. So just boiling up some water on the old alcohol stove. I'm going to get that in about 8 minutes, I think, and we are going to accompany it with a Guinness Original. Cheers, everybody. Pretty good. Just what the doctor ordered on a Saturday evening on a solo camp. So we've just had a yellow warning of thunderstorms for this area come through on the phone for 7 AM tomorrow for 12 hours. So it might be okay, might not. I think the chances are I will wake up pretty early because sunrise is about 4:50 tomorrow morning, and the birds will be at it. So I imagine I will be getting up quite early and getting out of here pretty early. After a coffee, of course. Good morning, all. It's around 5:30, maybe just gone 5:30 now, and a bit of a broken night's sleep, if I'm going to be truthful with you. Got sleep, but you know, it's kind of the norm for me when I'm wild camping. It's just to have a bit of a broken night. If I sleep all the way through, it's a bonus. So the tent held up well. We've not had any rain just yet. There is no condensation at all. I think the ventilation system worked pretty well. It felt well ventilated last night inside the tent. It was lovely and quiet here in the forest. We've had a few birds doing their thing, but yeah, just getting the coffee on now. Coffee bags. I don't know if many of you use these at all, or whether you're an instant coffee person, but I do quite like the coffee bags as an easy option for people who like pretty good coffee, I suppose. They do need about 5 minutes of steeping though, so if you are going to have those, about 5 minutes. And then we're just going nice and easy. I've just got an oat bar from my local convenience store. So we're not cooking anything, we're not making up any porridge or anything like that. So the plan is I'll have that and get everything down and packed away and walk out of here. I forgot to mention yesterday about the height of the tents. So when you're sitting in the tent now, one thing I've been able to do really freely, sort of last night when I was in the tent this morning, is move around. It's obviously 2-person, but it's a roomy 2-person tent. I've got room for my gear, room to move around, and a lot of room to sit up. Now I'm 5'8", and I've got kind of that amount of clearance. So what's that, about 15 centimeters maybe between the top of my head and the light and the top of the tent there. It might even be a tiny little bit more. So I think if you're taller than me, you're 6 foot, I think you'll be okay. Nothing worse than having to spend time in a tent that you can't sit up in. I think as you get older as well, you do appreciate that ability to sit up. So yeah, gets a tick for that. Time check, 6:50, not bad at all. That's where I was, just a little bit of flattened leafage. I've had a little check, there is nothing there at all. It is weird temperatures, just weird. It's kind of cool but not cool. I want the fleece on, I want the fleece off. Don't know what's going on. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope you found it useful. The TFS Stars 2. This is not a review. Well, it's a first impressions, isn't it? But it's not a full review. But I'm going to give it a cautious 7 out of 10 for the moment. Well, that's all for now. I'm going to get out of here, get home, have some proper breakfast, and see you on the next one.